So have you noticed how a lot of these artists are coming clean from drugs, alcohol, and are starting to live cleaner lives? And a lot of them are kind of pointing towards Jesus. As we know, it's sadly not the real Jesus, but this is just a starting point for the Christ consciousness deception that is to come. And the way that this is working out, the reason why they're getting clean, they're healthy and all that stuff, honestly, I think some of them truly do believe that this is the right way. And then some of them are fully in on it and know that it's a deception. But essentially what's going on is they want to stage this as, you don't need these worldly things. You don't need drugs. You don't need... So when I was in the New Age, I remembered, I can't remember what it was exactly, like the name of it, but it was a chart that I found talking about drugs and the vibration of each drug. And with that, there is some truth to these things, but then it leads you to a false answer, which in this case will be Christ consciousness. But obviously we know it's true. Drugs are not good for you. Alcohol is not good for you. It opens doorways for the enemy. But this is the thing, is Satan's going to tell that truth. He's going to tell that truth because he's outing everything right now. He's outing himself right now. I've said this in my other videos. I've written about it in my book. He is currently in his overt stage. So he is outing himself. So then he can go back into covert with a different mask on, and that mask will be the Antichrist. Not saying Satan is the Antichrist, but saying that that will be his outward new mask to present to the world. And that covert mask will entail telling people to live clean lives. Telling people, hey, yeah, these drugs, they are demonic. This alcohol, it is demonic. It's actually, we're here, and if you've seen my other videos, I truly believe that the alien deception is fallen angels are going to come back to the earth and claim that they are our creators, they seeded us, and all of this stuff. And I think that they're going to come and say, we're here to save you from yourselves. And so, yeah, with that, they're going to be like, yeah, you guys have fallen into all of this fleshly stuff as far as alcohol and drugs and this and that. But you know what? I definitely don't think they're going to say that about, sex at all. I think they're actually going to push humanity into more sexual perversion, but in a sly way. But yes, so I think they're going to market all of this as, again, the same sort of ego boost, pride boost, in saying, you guys can actually be like gods, you can be your own God. And then that will lead into the Christ consciousness deception, along with saying, doing these things, drugs, alcohol, all that stuff, it lowers your vibration, which again, it does, but it lowers all of that. So then you can't step into your divine, godlyhood. See, that's where the split happens. So it's like, these things are true. Drugs, alcohol, all this stuff, they are bad for you. They do lower vibration. But we are not worshiping vibrations. We are not worshiping our consciousness. We're not worshiping that stuff like they are going to try to teach you to ascend, to become enlightened. And again, I have a whole other post on that. I'm pretty sure it's my pinned post, about the Christ consciousness, enlightenment, deception. Again, in my book, I broke all of this down about how enlightenment is actually just psychopathy in disguise. But yeah, it's a lot, but it's interesting because I know you guys definitely see all of the artists, all of, the famous people who are promoting healthy lifestyles now of not doing drugs, not drinking. And at face value, it's like, yeah, this is amazing. That's awesome. This is a great thing to teach, which it's not a great thing to teach, but it's those little nuggets that lead into something greater, something bigger. a deception down the line. And when you have discernment to see it, which I know a lot of you guys do, you understand that the enemy has to bait you with things that look good, with things that even are good, in order to flip it, the bait and switch. But yeah,